And we are live from Vermillion, South Dakota on a nice breezy day. Another home game here for the Tanagers, and another one after that. Vermillion taking on the Lennox Orioles and the Bridgewater Emery Huskies here, all within one afternoon into the evening. We're here on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show, as well as the sponsored broadcast brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Vermillion heading into this contest 1-3. This is Lennox game is one of their games that was postponed due to weather. So it's supposed to be early April, and now right here at the tail end, Lennox coming into this, they've gotten a little bit more softball underway as they're coming into this contest 5-1. We'll return with our look around the state for Class A softball, brought to you by Kalen's Indoor Comfort of Vermillion. And we'll be back here on Vermillion Tanagers streaming. Don't go anywhere. We're all ready for first pitch here in Vermillion, which will be at 3:30.
It's funny how life is made up of moments. Quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
And we are back with the Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company pregame show here on Vermillion Tanagers. We're here to take our Kalen's Indoor Comfort look around the state for softball here in Class A. Madison out there in the top spot, 6-1, 45.85 seed points. Tri-Valley now 7-1 after that victory over Vermillion, 44.875 seed points. Into the Lennox, trailing right behind them, who Vermillion has to go up against here today. 5-1, 43.1 seed points. West Central coming in at 4th place. They're 5-3. Dakota Valley 4-2. Sioux Valley 6-3. Beersford 7-4. Elk Point Jefferson is 6-3. Sioux Falls Christian's 3-6. Rounding out the top 10 in Class A, Del Rapids 3-4. Millbank 3-4, right behind them. Mount Vernon Plankinton's 2-5. Chamberlain is 3-5. Canton 1-5. Ethan Parkston, who Vermillion defeated in a very strong performance, 2-9. Vermillion 1-3. 4 games, the least played in Class A so far. Sisseton at 18 also has played 4 games. Winner 1-6. Sisseton 0-4, and Wagner 1-6, trailing out Class A. You know, Vermillion following up that 6th place finish in the state tournament just last season. So it's still early for Vermillion. I mean, 4 games, you're getting 2 knocked out here. You'll be at 6 games, kind of pacing with the rest of Class A. It's nice to be able to make some of this up. And then Vermillion, you know, playing on Saturday in Vollen for the Vollen Field kind of a tournament classic type deal. So that'll be some good experience. That DAC-12 conference that got canceled due to some pretty poor weather not even a week ago. So it's nice to get 2 games underway here for Vermillion. And the world is their oyster, as they only have 4 games down. They'll definitely climb seed points just from playing games. Lennox, very strong team, and then you get to play against Bridgewater, Emery, who are a Class B team. So this is some good, closer to the middle of the season experience. Vermillion just really hitting that stride here at the end of April. When we return, we'll go over Vermillion and the Lennox's schedules. We'll be right back on Vermillion Tanagers with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company show.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And we are live here in Vermillion with the Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company pregame show. Tanagers taking on the Orioles here before they take on the Bridgewater Emery Huskies. Lennox coming into this game had that game at the beginning of the season postponed against Elk Point Jefferson, and their second game of the season postponed against Vermillion. They're making that up here. They defeated Sioux Falls Christian by 1 run, 12-1 on the 9th. Canton 16-0 on the 13th. Ethan Parkston 14-5 on the 14th, which, common opponent between them and Vermillion here. Elk Point Jefferson 10-8 on the 20th, 10-0 against Gayville Vollen on the 24th, and then Beersford, they lost by 2 runs to Beersford on the 28th. 2 days later, they take on Vermillion here in Vermillion. Vermillion, they played Elk Point Jefferson to open their season, one of the earlier opens of their season. March 30th, they lost, in Elk Point against Elk Point Jefferson, 6-17. Canton and Lennox, they had those games back-to-back postponed due to weather. They defeated Ethan Parkston 15-5. Lennox defeated Ethan Parkston 14-5. Kind of, similar performance against a similar foe that they both defeated. Sioux Falls Christian, Vermillion only lost by 1 run. And then Lennox, won by 1 run. So that's a 2-run differential there. Vermillion had 1 more run against Ethan Parkston. So, both these teams kind of putting up similar performances against shared opponents. Tri-Valley game that Vermillion just played last Friday. Vermillion losing 20-0, but Tri-Valley, you look at them, they're 7-1. That is a dominant team. Vermillion did have some, they had some good innings in there. It was just a dominant performance, preventing points and runs from Tri-Valley. They were really out there playing the field very well, and it was difficult, for Vermillion to find their way home. But they performed very well. That was a good warm-up against another top team here against Lennox. And some of their shared opponents give a lot of confidence here for Vermillion to get their second win of the season, and they could walk out possibly with 3 wins, if they clear the house today. So this should be a really fun day for Vermillion softball. We'll return pretty close to 3:30, scheduled first pitch here in Vermillion, and we'll be back with the Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company pregame show.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help.
I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team, fixing pickles since 1984.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. Like, I mean, I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with make coming 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You know, you're just full of people who care.
Softball is underway here, batting up first, number 2 for the Orioles. Lacey Eli, junior, pitcher and first baseman for the Orioles. After 2 pitches, 2 balls, 2-0 on the count. Dylan Wagner on the mound, starting for the Tanagers. Another pitch on the way, hit way center field. Eli runs to first base, looks at second, will stay right there. Strong hit for Eli to start out the game for the Orioles. Macy Wallenstein up to bat for the Orioles, left side of the plate, senior third base. Another pitch from Wagner on the way. A little low, it'll be ruled a ball. And that one is hit very strong. She runs for first, rounding seconds, Eli. Going to third is Eli. And then all the way out at second base is Wallenstein. Eli runs straight home. First run of the game is a Lennox Oriole one. (1-0) start here in Vermillion. No outs. Runner on second base. Top of the first inning. Batting now is number 19, jersey, Zahn. That one's hit foul, first strike of the game. Zahn, a junior, center fielder / third base. Out there wearing number 19, batting on the left side of the plate. Wagner, another pitch on the way. That one's hit foul, right of the field. 0-2 on the count. Wagner readies another pitch. Another one out there. It's a little high, 1-2 count. Looking to get first batter out for Lennox. That one's hit. Coverage out there, deep right field for Vermillion. They try to get to third. And safe. Ruled obstruction by the official. Ball is caught for an out. runner gets to third base for Lennox. Next up to bat, Tegan Sturm, sophomore for the Orioles. Pitch on the way, no swing at it. That's a ball, 1-0 count. Another pitch on the way from Wagner. 2-0 count, just a little bit off. Solid season pitching so far for the 8th grader. Another pitch on the way, no swing at that one. That one's a strike, 2-1. Still early in the top of the first. 1-0 on the Masaba scoreboard, 2 balls, 1 strike. That one's hit foul and right into the tree line next to the Vermillion softball field here at Lions Park. 2-2 count. Lots of pressure, 1 out for Lennox so far. They've got a runner on third. That one's hit, grounder, thrown to first, out. But a run is scored by Wallenstein. Two outs, 2 runs for the Orioles. Vermillion looking to slow this pace down here. Morgan DeHaan, the freshman second base player, up to bat for the Orioles, wearing number 14. Wagner readies the pitch. 1 strike already. Second pitch in a row on the money for Wagner. 0-2 count. Room to operate here. Trying to get that third out, bring Vermillion's up to bat. That one's hit to first. Ball jumps and safe is DeHaan of Lennox. Runner on first base now for the Orioles. Ball kind of bounced out of the glove right by first base, and they get a runner out there now. Batting up next is Peyton Wright, wearing number 10. She's a sophomore for the Orioles. That pitch ruled a strike. Wagner's been serving up quite a few strikes here in the past couple batters. No hit at that one. Another strike. Wagner just in the zone. Vermillion just got to capitalize and get that third out and get their players out there up to bat. No swing from Wright. 3 strikes in a row. Strikeout will go to the bottom of the first here. 2-0 on the Masaba scoreboard, and we'll take a very short break, and we'll be returning on Vermillion Streaming.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
And we return on Vermillion Streaming here. Vermillion up to bat, Lennox in the outfield. Warming up the pitching arm is Haley Hahn of the Orioles, a junior starting at pitcher. Batting first for Vermillion will be Allie Peterson. Two runs for Lennox. In the top of the first, they executed pretty well, but Dylan Wagner put on quite a pitching performance to get the Orioles off the field. So Vermillion could take over here. Allie Peterson warming up her swing. Wearing number 14, she's a freshman outfielder. Nice breezy day here in Vermillion. A second game in a row where the weather has definitely not been that late April weather, and I kind of like the cool breeze we've got going on here. Peterson up to the plate now for the Tanagers. First pitch is on the way. Looks like Haley Hahn, a lefty pitcher. First pitch is a ball. Second one's hit. Flies up. And that's foul, so it'll be a strike. 1-1 count. That one's hit near first base. Peterson out on the first at-bat for Vermillion. Solid hit. Orioles were just right on that pitch. Up next to bat is Quinn Christensen, wearing number 7 for the Tanagers. Pitch on the way. No swing at that. It's a strike. One of the first left-handed pitchers Vermillion's gone against this season. Another one on the way. Hit left. Left of the foul line. That one will be counting as a strike. (0-2) on the count. Christensen still up to bat for the Tanagers. That one's hit foul. 0-2 count still. Solid start on the mound for Haley Hahn of the Orioles. That one's hit left. And it just swings out past the foul line. That would have been a very solid hit. Nice, powerful. Just got to hit it in a very similar fashion, and she can easily get probably out to second base on a hit like that. Christensen back up at the plate. 0-2 count. Hits that one. Foul right of the fence. Making some good contact with the ball. Christensen just got to keep it in the field of play here. One runner out so far for Vermillion here in the bottom of the first. Another pitch on the way. No swing at that one. It was high. It's a ball. Good eye from Christensen there. 1-2 count. No swing at that one. It was low. Christensen not letting the pressure get to her. Eyeing the softball very well. Another one on the way. She hits that way deep center field. Not caught by Lennox. She'll round second base, trying to make a run for third. Ball's thrown out. And she's called safe. What a play. Christensen with a powerful hit way deep center field and makes a beeline for third base and is rewarded. One runner out for Vermillion. Up next to bat, Dylan Wagner, starting pitcher for Vermillion. Batting on the right side of the plate against a left-handed pitcher. That one makes contact top of the bat. That'll be foul ball. 0-1 count here. Runner on third. Quite a play from Christensen to get that positioning for the Tanagers. Wagner doesn't swing at this one. It's a true strike, 0-2 count. Similar position for Christensen when she was up to bat. Wagner hits that one deep in between left field, and it hits the ground. Christensen makes it for home, and then Wagner, eyeing past second base, gets out there. What strong back-to-back at-bats for Vermillion. They've got a run on the board. Wagner's out there on second base. Christensen scores. Izzy Richardson up to bat now, sophomore outfielder. Strong back-to-back at-bats. We'll see. Izzy Richardson hits that one. It flies up. Caught by Lennox. That'll be the second out for Vermillion. That one hit by Kara Chapman. She runs for first. It rolls all the way through center field, and Dylan Wagner swings by for another Vermillion run, tying it up on the Mesaba scoreboard. Batting now, Jenna Peterson, the junior first base player for Vermillion. 2 outs for the Tanagers, but they've gotten 2 runs so far this inning. Hits that one and rolls off the bottom of the bat. It'll be foul. A 1 count, plenty of room to operate. Vermillion on a heater here. Hits that pitch. Right field. She makes it to first. Chapman swings to third. And Peterson is safe out there on second base. Second and third occupied by the Tanagers off of another strong hit. Vermillion's kind of in the zone here. Chapman on third base, Peterson on second. Batting now, Piper O'Connor. No swing at that one. Ruled the ball. Good eye from O'Connor. Another pitch on the way off the mound. Swings at that one. Just off for contact. 1-1. Haley Hahn readies the pitch. Delivers it. Hit foul to the right from O'Connor. 1-2 count. Vermillion's been batting pretty favorably here, even when they do have 2 strikes up to bat. Not feeling the pressure at all. Hahn readies the pitch. It's on the way. Hit foul. Vermillion, 2 runners out there. Peterson, Chapman, second and third respectively. Solid hit from O'Connor here. He gets Vermillion the lead in this softball game. Another pitch on the way. That one's hit center field. Not caught. Chapman makes it home. Sprinting for home is Peterson. And we'll exit this inning 4-2 Tanager lead. What a performance, and we'll be back on Vermillion Tanagers.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
And we are back here in Vermillion. The Vermillion Tanagers taking on the Lennox Orioles. Top of the second, Tanagers lead 4-2. Strongest inning of the season so far. I'd have to say Vermillion executing on all levels there. Dylan Wagner up on the mound. Lennox ready to have their first at-bat. Straight to Wagner, into first base. Execution on point there. First out, first swing of the inning. Haley Hahn up to bat now for the Orioles. Junior pitcher, first one's a true strike, 0-1 count. Wagner on the mound. Another pitch on the way. Hits that one, swings left of the foul line. 0-2 count. Wagner, plenty of room to operate here. No balls, 2 strikes. Throws it out there. That one's hit. Fair play, and Chapman tracks it down and catches it. 2 quick outs here. Vermillion executing out there in the outfield beautifully. Two outs. Next batter up, Haley Seelan, a junior center fielder. Wagner readies another pitch. It's on the way, and a true strike. Wagner just in the zone right now. Wearing number 8, batting on the left side of the plate is Seelan. Ball's on the way, a little low from Wagner. 1-1 count. Pitches on the way. Hit foul. 1-2 count. Haley Seelan here, trying not to be the third Oriole out. Wagner readies the pitch. It's on the way. Right on the money. Quick end to the first half of the second inning. We'll be back with the bottom with the Vermillion Tanagers up to bat on Vermillion Tanagers.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
And we're back with Madeline Eisenbeis up to bat. That pitch high, she eyes it. 1-0 count. And that pitch is a true strike there. Great delivery from Hahn. That one low, Eisenbeis eyes it correctly. Vermillion coming off of an inning where they scored 4 runs, trying to follow it up. 2-1 count. That pitch low, doesn't look at it. 3-1 count here. Eisenby is cool, calm, collected. Another pitch on the way. Hits that one left. It'll be foul ball. 3-2 count. Another pitch on the way. That one's high. She'll walk to first base. Eisenby now out there on first. Up to bat for the Tanagers, Chloe Bottleson. One runner on base for the Tanagers, no outs. 4-2, very strong start to the game here for Vermillion. They were able to get Lennox out very quickly at the top of the second. Pitches on the way. Bottleson looks to bunt it. Foul ball, a 1 count. Bottleson back up to bat. Oh, 2 count. Left side of the plate, wearing number 9, the sophomore. Hits that one center field. What a hit from Bottleson. Lands herself a single here. What a hit there. The Tanagers just playing very strong, hitting the ball very well today. First and second now occupied by the Tanagers. Attempt at a bunt. No contact there. We're back with Allie Peterson up to bat now. All the way through the order. Hahn still on the mound for the Orioles. No swing at that one from Peterson. 1-1 count. 2 runners on base, no outs. Vermillion in a pretty favorable position here. We'll see how they manage the situation. That one hit right field. She makes it safe to first. And then Claire Dreesen scores the run for the Tanagers. 3-run lead now on the Masaba scoreboard. And Vermillion with 2 runners out there, still no outs. What a hit there from Peterson. Quinn Christensen back up to bat. Ball's on the way, hit left field. Not fielded by Lennox. Sprinting for home is Bottleson. Quick 4-run lead here for the Tanagers. Some of the best execution they've had so far. We're not far in the season, but they've played very, very well today. Wagner doesn't swing at that one. It's a true strike. She's got a hit and a run here today already. Another Hahn pitch on the way. Hit center field. Rolls through the ground. And Vermillion scores twice on the play. Number 14, Allie Peterson. Quinn Christensen, number 7, also scoring. Wagner. What a hit there to give Vermillion a very strong lead here in Vermillion. Tanagers proving that they are still a strong Class A team here. Win here could give them quite a few seed points, give them some confidence, some practice against a strong Lennox team. And they get to show that once again against Bridgewater Emery after this. And we'll return after a short break on Vermillion Tanagers.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
And we are back here in Vermillion. The Tanagers lead the Lennox Orioles 8-2 in the bottom of the second. No outs, one runner on base. On second, and speak of the runner on base, Dylan Wagner just stole third. One-0 count. Izzy Richardson up to bat for the Tanagers. Another ball on the way, hit left field. It rolls on the ground. She makes it to first, and scoring for the second time today, Dylan Wagner. Kara Chapman up to bat for the Tanagers. First ball is foul there. Chapman's got a hit and a run. The Tanagers just hitting the ball very well today. Swings at that one. It'll be a true strike. Vermillion's got a runner on first. Chapman up to bat. No outs so far in the second inning here. Another pitch on the way. That one's hit foul near the concession stand. 0-2 count. (9-2) on the Masaba scoreboard. Chapman hits that one. It rolls past third base into the outfield. Making a swing for third, making a run for home is Izzy Richardson. She scores. Chapman gets out to second. What a play there. Great execution for Richardson and Chapman out there. Jenna Peterson up to bat. She's got a hit. She's got a run so far. Tanagers have an 8-run lead. That one hit right field by Peterson and caught by the Orioles. First out of the second inning for Vermillion. Chapman on second for the Tanagers. One out. First pitch towards Piper O'Connor is a ball. Another one on the way. She hits that. Makes a run for first, but she's ruled out. It gets there before she does, just barely. Chapman's now on third base. Vermillion's got 2 outs. Lacey Eli on the mound for the Orioles. Batting now, Madeline Eisenbeis, the senior center fielder. Catcher. She hits that one. It's just past the foul line. 0-1 count. Eli readies a pitch. Eisenbeis is ready for it. Vermillion 8-run lead here so far in the second inning. One's also hit foul, 0-2 count. Vermillion's got 2 outs. Lennox is trying to get them off the field. That one's ruled a strike, and we'll return with the top of the third here on Vermillion Streaming. What a performance there so far as the Tanagers have an 8-run lead.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
We are back in Vermillion. The Tanagers up to a quick 8-run lead over the Lennox Orioles in their first game of the day, as the second one will be against the Bridgewater Emery Huskies. Busy day for the Tanagers, making up the rain-postponed Lennox versus Vermillion game. Up to bat now for the Orioles, Lacey Eli, right side of the plate. She just pitched the end of that inning. Swings at that one, foul ball. 0-1 count here. Dylan Wagner still up there pitching for Vermillion. Wagner delivers a pitch. It's hit center field, up in the air, and caught by Vermillion. Good execution out there. Looks like Quinn Christensen. Yeah. Up to bat now, Macy Wallenstein of the Orioles. No swing at that one, it's a strike. Wagner's pitched a very strong game here. Lennox through 2 innings into the third, only 2 runs so far. Another pitch on the way, hit center field. Pass straight to first, Jenna Peterson gets the runner out. 2 outs, 2 at-bats here for the Orioles. No runners on base. Top of the third here. Up next to bat for the Orioles is Jersey Zahn. Up left of the plate, readies herself for the Wagner pitch. Hits that one deep center field, and Vermillion can't get to it. It's a homer. What a hit there from Jersey Zahn. Orioles needed to get another run. They had 2 in the first inning, didn't get anything in the second. And here they go in the third with a home run from Jersey Zahn. Up next to pitch, up to bat, is Tegan Sturm. Wearing number 3 for the Orioles. Wagner on the mound for the Tanagers. Pitches on the way, swing and no hit. True strike means 0-1 count. Wagner still on the mound for the Tanagers. Pitches a little low. No swing at it, 1-1. 2 outs for the Orioles. They've got a running in this inning. They've got a run in this inning. That one's hit foul right of the fence. 1-2 count. readying for the pitch. No swing at that one. 2-2 count. Wagner trying to get Vermillion back up to bat here with one more strike. That one's hit right field. Running for third, thought about second, but coverage was strong from Vermillion. And Tegan Sturm gets on first base here. Second hit of the inning for the Orioles. Makes a run for second, and she's ruled safe. What a play out there from Sturm. Up next to bat is Morgan DeHaan. That pitch is a little high. We ruled a ball. 1-0 count. No swing at that one. Another ball, 2-0 count. Runner on second is Sturm for the Lennox Orioles. DeHaan swings at it foul, 2-1. Attempt at a bunt is foul, 2-2 count. One more strike. All the Tanagers need to get back up to bat. Wagner readies the pitch. Gets it out there. It's in the dirt. Sturm runs for third. Tries to make home. And she's tagged out. Good coverage there. They caught Sturm running. And it'll be the bottom of the third here on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
We are back with the bottom of the third inning on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. The Tanagers here up to bat. Have a 7-run lead here on the Mesaba scoreboard. First pitch against Vermillion here from Eli is high into ball. 1-0 count. Another one on the way. Swing, no contact. 1-1 count. Bottleson up to bat. She got a run earlier in the game. No swing at that one. It's low. 2-1 count. Eli checked in during the second inning to pitch for the Orioles. 2-2 count after that foul hit there. No outs. Bottleson, the first Tanager up to bat this inning. Swings at that one. Good pitching up there from Eli. Up next to bat for the Tanagers is Allie Peterson. They've made their way through the order again. Swing at that one, no contact with the ball, 0-1 count. Still plenty of room to operate here. Tanagers only have the one out. Eli starting this bottom of the third, pitching very well. No swing at that one, good eye. 1-1 count. Peterson's got a run as well. Vermillion with 10 of them. That one's hit foul, 1-2 count. Eli readies the pitch. That one also hit foul. Making good contact here. Just needs to get that ball in the field of play. And you've seen Peterson play pretty strong, making the run for first. Swings at that one. She'll go out as well. Strong performance in this inning so far from Eli. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 outs for the Tanagers. And here in the bottom of the third. Christensen hits that one just left of the foul line, however. Same amount of power, just needs to hit that a little bit farther to the right. And that's an easy performance to hit first base. Christensen ready for the pitch. Swings at it, no contact, 1-1 count. She's got a hit in 2 runs already. No hit at that one. Was able to spot that it was right of the batter's box. 2-1 count. Another pitch on the way. She hits that one, and it bounces off third base. She'll make that run for first. Looks at second, but she'll smartly stay at first. Dylan Wagner back up to bat. She's got a hit and 2 runs. Wagner pops that one foul left of the fence. 0-1 count. Vermillion 7-run lead here so far in the game. That pitch low. She doesn't take a hit at it. Smart call from Wagner. 1-1 count. It's that one, but it'll go left of the foul line. 1-2 count. Christensen out there on first base. Wagner readies the bat. Takes a hit at it, straight into the ground. It bounces out center field. She'll make a run for first. Thinks about second. But Christensen will make it to third. Strong hit from Wagner there, giving Vermillion some positioning here to possibly score. 2 outs. Up next to bat, Izzy Richardson. She's got a run in this game. Eli pitches on the way, doesn't swing at it. Wagner steals second. Richardson batting on the left side of the plate, 0-1 count. Another pitch on the way. She'll hit that one. Grounder, she'll run for first. Strong effort there. We'll be back with the top of the fourth on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a worth ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
And we're back with the fourth inning here in Vermillion. Batting now, Morgan DeHaan of the Lennox Orioles. Top of the fourth here, Vermillion leads 10-3 on the Masaba scoreboard. This broadcast brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Wagner readies a pitch. She's had a great game so far. That one's hit left field. Trying to round it for second. She'll go to it and manages to dodge the pass. Makes it out to second base. Strong hit there from DeHaan. Gives Lennox good positioning to start the fourth inning. They trail by 7 runs here. Batting up next is Peyton Wright. Hits that one deep center field. And that is a strong catch out there to secure the out. DeHaan runs for third. Izzy Richardson making the play. Great catch out there to get the out. Wagner readies the pitch. Sends it out. No swing. 1-0 count. 1 out so far. They've got a runner on third. No hit for that one. It's a little low. 2-0 count. Wagner playing a strong game so far. Really finding the groove as an 8th grader pitcher. That pitch is in the dirt. Runner runs for home and dives for the run there to be safe. First run of the fourth for the Orioles. They trail by 6 now. Diving steal for home. What a play for DeHaan of the Orioles. .30 count. Wagner sends out a pitch. It goes right back to her to first. Out. Number 2 for the Orioles here in the top of the fourth. One more puts Vermillion up to bat. Another pitch on the way is a little high. 1-0 count. Haley Hahn up to bat for the Orioles. Hits that one deep center field. And the play is made. Izzy Richardson, the second out this inning. Strong play. We'll be back with the bottom of the fourth on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Kara Chapman ready to bat here at the beginning of the fourth. She hits it. It'll be foul right at the fence. She's had a strong game so far. Responsible for a run. She also has a hit. Hits that one right field. Not caught by Lennox. Gets herself on first base. Strong start to this inning for Vermillion here. 6-run lead. They've been able to outpace Lennox here. Jenna Peterson up to bat for the Tanagers. Also has a hit and a run in this game. Bunts that one, makes a run for first. And the ball makes it there just barely before she does. Chapman on second, one out for the Tanagers. Peterson gets Vermillion a little bit better positioning, but she'll go back to the dugout here for the Tanagers. Piper O'Connor doesn't swing at that one. That'll be his true strike. Eli, since checking in to pitch for the Orioles, has been pretty strong in this game. Another one on the way. Swing at that one for Piper O'Connor. 0-2 count. Another one on the way. That one's far off the glove. 1-2 count. Chapman out there on second. O'Connor's hit the ball successfully earlier in this game. Doesn't swing at that one. It'd be a true strike and a strike out for O'Connor. Up next to bat, Madeline Eisenbeis of the Tanagers. Eli readies the pitch on the mound. Sends it out. First swing, no contact for Eisenbeis. 0-1 count. 2 outs already for the Tanagers here in the bottom of the fourth. Hits that one. Foul right of the fence. Rolls right up to the concession line here. Oh, 2 count. No swing from Eisenbeis there. Correctly spots that it was a ball. 1-2 count. No swing at that one. And we'll go to the fifth here in Vermillion. We'll return on Vermillion Tanagers streaming.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
We're back in Vermillion. Top of the 5th inning here. The Tanagers have had such a strong start here against the Orioles. 10 runs to 4. Definitely Vermillion's best game of the season so far here. You talk about this Lennox Oriole team that was ranked very highly coming into this contest. Up now to bat for the Orioles. Maddie Kystra. 0-1 count. True strike delivered there from Wagner. No swing at that one. 0-2 count. Right on the money back-to-back for Dylan Wagner. Another pitch on the way from Wagner. Gets a strikeout. Immediately, 3 back-to-back pitches. Strong performance there from Wagner. 1 out for the Orioles. Lacey Eli up to bat now for Lennox. She's been doing strong, pretty good job as the backup pitcher here. She got a run earlier in the game. 1-0 count. Wagner still on the mound for the Tanagers. Another one out. Hit deep left field. Not caught by Vermillion. Eli makes a run for second. And she'll stay there. Good double play there for Eli. 1 out for the Orioles. They've got a runner on second. And Leah Oltmans is up to bat for Lennox. The senior second base player. Wagner readies another pitch. Altman doesn't swing at it. One 0 count. Wagner on the mound. That one's hit in between second and third. And Altmans makes it to first base. 1 out for the Orioles. They've got a runner on first and third. Batting now, jerseys on. Wagner still on the mound for Vermillion. No swing at that one. Making a play is Altman's for second. But Vermillion can't stop the score. Runner on second and a run scored by Lennox here in the 5th inning. 10-5. Vermillion still leads. Jerseys on. Batting left to the plate. Pitcher's on the way. No swing at it. And it's a strike. What a pitch from Wagner. Zahn hits that one, but it's foul. 0-2 count. Wagner just in the zone this game. Another pitch on the way. Fly ball. And Wagner secures it for the out. 2 outs for Lennox here in the 5th inning. Vermillion just executing on all levels. They did let up a run, so they're only leading by 5 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Tegan Sturm up to bat for the Orioles. Pitches in the dirt. No swing at it. 1-0 count. Dylan Wagner just pitching a clinic today. Sends another one out. That one low. Good response there from Eisenbeis to get the ball back to Wagner quickly. 2-0 count. Another pitch on the way. No swing at that one. And she'll walk to first. Runner on first and second for Lennox. Morgan DeHaan up to bat for the Orioles. No contact with that one. It's a strike. First pitch being thrown DeHaan's way of this inning. Wagner on the mound. Runner on first and second for Lennox. They've got 2 outs, so they can't take too much risk with trying to steal third base. 1 more out is all that Vermillion needs to go back up to the plate. Wagner readies the pitch, delivers it. It's hit, inbounds. Awkward angle, goes off Jenna Peterson's glove. She put herself in the right place. Lennox loaded bases here. Peyton Wright up to bat for the Orioles. Dylan Wagner pitch hits the batter. So there will be a run there scored by Oltmans of Lennox. Mound visit from Coach Budmeyer, and we'll return on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
It's funny how life is made up of moments, quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Dylan Wagner readies the pitch, trying to get that out. Lennox has got loaded bases. It's hit between second and third. Runner is tagged. And what execution there from Vermillion will go to the bottom of the 5th.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
We're back with the bottom of the 5th inning here on Vermillion Tanagers. Chloe Bottleson up to bat for Vermillion. Eli pitch. Sails over the catcher. 1-0 count. Bottleson has had a strong game so far. Trying to get another hit. 2-0 count. Good eye there. Another pitch on the way. She'll hit that one, but it'll be foul. 2-1 count. Eli, ever since checking in for this Lennox game, has led them to pretty strong performance here. Only a 4-run lead here for Vermillion. Still one of their best performances. They just need to close it out here. Bottleson on the plate. No swing at that one. True strike, 3-2 count. A ball means a walk, and a strike means a strikeout. A lot of pressure here. That one's hit right field. Lennox doesn't get it. Bottleson makes it to first, safe. No outs for Vermillion here in the beginning of their part of the 5th inning. Allie Peterson up to bat for Vermillion. And she bunts it successfully, makes a run for first. The ball beats her there, though. But it successfully gets Chloe Bottleson out there on second, so you'll take that. It was a good bunt, for sure. Quinn Christensen up to bat for Vermillion. And that one's hit foul. Lands left of the fence. Bottleson out there on second. Christensen up to bat for Vermillion. 1 out so far here in the bottom of the 5th. Another pitch is on the way. No swing at it. It's high. 1-1. Swing at that one. Doesn't make contact. 1-2. Swing at that one. Second out for Vermillion. Dylan Wagner up to bat. Eli pitching a very strong inning here so far. Hasn't allowed a score yet. Wagner up to the plate. Another pitch on the way. No swing at it. Looked a little low. Good eye from Wagner. 1-0. Lennox been climbing in. Dylan Wagner hits it way deep center field, but it's caught. What a reach there. And Vermillion will walk out of the 5th inning with no additional runs, but they still lead by 4 on the Masaba scoreboard and will return on Vermillion Tanagers.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
We're back in Vermillion with the top of the 6th inning here. The Vermillion Tanagers softball team taking on the Lennox Orioles. They lead by 4 runs. Lennox is up to bat here. Pitches on the way. Hit deep in between center and right field, but it's caught by Vermillion. What execution. They can start out this inning with an out. Up to bat now, Madison Kystra, the sophomore right fielder. Another pitch on the way. She'll hit it. Kind of close to first. Skates past Bottleson, and she'll be on first base now. 1 out, 1 runner out there for Lennox. Batting now, Lacey Eli. The junior pitcher, first base player, has been pitching a very strong game so far, helping Lennox rally here. Tanagers, cementing that lead, 10-6 so far. Officials trying to fix up first base. Just taking a little moment for that here. And like I said, uncharacteristically cold here for the late April, right before May. In the low 50s. Starting to feel like high 40s with the breeze here in Vermillion. Pretty chilly softball weather, that's for sure. Fixing up that first base here. Just taking a moment. We'll be back on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital, and follow us on Facebook.
And the crowd cheers as first base has been all fixed up and we're ready to resume playing ball here. 1 runner on base for Lennox, 1 out. Lacey Eli up to bat, 0-0 count. Wagner still on the mound for Vermillion. A little bit of a hiatus there. Pitch on the way. No swing at it. 1-0 count. Wagner still on the mound. Delivers it. It's a little high. Two-0 count. And that one's hit between first and second. Rolls deep into the outfield. And Vermillion tries to catch a runner stealing the base. They can't quite get the ball back to stop the steal from Eli. And a run is let up in the process. 3-run lead One runner on base for Lennox, only the one out. They've made this game closer here in the second half of this game. Back up to bat for Lennox is Aaliyah Oltmans. Another pitch is on the way, a true strike. 0-1 count. Another one on the way. It's low, 1-1 count. One out for Lennox. That run put them within 3 here. They're trying to even out the score. No swing from Oltmans there. Vermillion tried to catch the runner, stealing second again, but they're able to make it back to first. 2-1 count. Another pitch on the way. She hits that one. Goes in between second and third. And Lennox is able to get a runner on first in second. 2 outs for the Orioles. Excuse me, they got the runner out that was going for second. So 2 outs here. 1 on first is Oltmans. Jersey's on up to bat for Lennox. 2 outs. Got a runner on first. Wagner readies the pitch, throws it out. That one's hit fair. Pretty deep left field. Caught from a leaping arm there. What a play. Vermillion executing on all levels here. And will return with the bottom of the 6th.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
We're back in Vermillion here on Vermillion Streaming. If you take a look at the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 10 runs to Lennox's 7. Pretty strong performance here from the Tanagers. They did have a very strong lead earlier in the game, and Lennox has tried to even it out here, getting 1 run in the top of the 6th there, but Vermillion was able to stop the run there from Lennox, and now they're up to bat here. Clean slate, 3-run lead. Bottom of the 6th inning. Swing from Richardson. Ball is hit foul. 0-1 count. Lacey Eli still on the mound for the Orioles. Ever since she's checked into the game, she has pitched a very strong performance and kind of closed the gap here. Richardson hits that one. Fly ball. Caught by the catcher. Jersey Zahn, first out for Vermillion of this inning. Kara Chapman up to bat now for the 10. Another pitch on the way from Eli. She'll hit that one. It'll go foul. A 1 count. 1 out for Vermillion. No runners on base. And they lead by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Crunch time here, folks. Swing at that one, no contact, 0-2 count. Chapman hits that one. That one will land foul. Chapman's got a run here and a hit. Trying to follow up that. Give it a repeat here. Ball is out and high. 1-0 count, 1-2 count. Good call there from Chapman. Ball's back on the way and high again. 2-2 count. Starting to even up here. Pressure on both the batter and the pitcher when the count gets this high. Swing is foul. Good attempt there. You don't want to risk a strike. 2-2 count. Another pitch on the way. She'll hit that one. Run for first. Ball just barely beats her there. Second out for Vermillion. Up to bat, Jenna Peterson. She's got a hit and a run in this game as well. See how she can follow up that. Ball's on the way. Too high. Peterson doesn't take a swing at it. Good eye. Eli readies another pitch. She hits it by second, and it makes its way to first so quickly. We'll go to the seventh inning here. The Tanagers lead by 3 in Vermillion.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
And we're back with the top of the seventh inning here in Vermillion. Dylan Wagner readies the pitch. Vermillion leading by 3. All they have got to do is get Lennox out of the game. And that first one hit foul. 3 outs means a Tanager victory. Lennox looking for 3 or more runs to keep themselves out here on the field. Wagner readies another pitch. Sends it on its way. No swing at it. That's a strike, strike 2. Vermillion excited. Trying to build up that amount of outs. Lennox bullpen making plenty of noise out here. Looks like it's Sturm out there batting for the Orioles. She's had a pretty solid game so far. 1-2 count after that ball. Orioles players trying to distract the pitcher. Wagner readies the pitch. Sends it out a little high. 2-2 count. Wagner just needs 1 strike here to send Sturm back to the bullpen. It goes deep in the center field. Second base is covered, but Sturm will land on first. Up next to bat, Morgan DeHaan, wearing number 14 for the Orioles. That pitch is out. A little bit off, 1-0 count. Runner on first base for Lennox. They trail by 3. They've got to execute perfectly here. Vermillion's trying to close out this game here at home. Swing at that one's a strike. 1-1. Plenty of pressure here. Wagner on the mound still for Vermillion. She's getting it ready. Delivers the pitch. 2-1 count. Another pitch on the way from Wagner. She's taking her time with it. It's in the dirt. Running for second and making it there is Sturm. She's safe on second. 3-1 count. Lennox is trying to put themselves in positioning to even this game out. Vermillion is trying to put it to rest. They've got another one after this. Wagner readies the pitch. Sends it out. No swing. She'll walk to first. It's Morgan DeHaan. Second and first occupied. Batting next, Peyton Wright for Lennox. She's got a runner on first and second. No outs, trailing by 3. Wagner on the mound. Sends a pitch. It's batted between second and third. They get Sturm out. They cover first. But it looks like first and third now occupied. But Vermillion was able to get an out on Lennox's side. First and third covered for Lennox. Lauren Anaker up to bat for the Orioles. Second base stolen by Lennox. Second and third covered. 1 out for the Orioles. Wagner up there to pitch for Vermillion. Ball's on the way. It's low, 1-0 count. Plenty of room to operate here. Good recovery from the catcher, Madeline Eisenbeis. Making sure that ball's getting right back to the pitcher. Lennox might try to make a run for third base, or for home here, as they have a runner on third. That one hit by Anaker. Deep right field, caught for an out. They're trying to get the ball back home. And the run is scored by Lennox. 2-run deficit. Third base covered by Peyton Wright of the Orioles. 1 more out means Vermillion wins the game. But 2 more scores means Lennox will push on. Pitch right down the money line there. What a pitch for Wagner. That's a strike to start it off here. Another one on the way from Wagner. Swing at it, it's a strike. Back to back, great pitches for Wagner. She just needs 1 more. Vermillion moves on to their second game of the day after a victory. A lot of pressure on the 8th grader. She delivers the pitch. Just barely out of the strike zone, 1-2. Wagner in the zone. Another one out. Hit deep center field. Lennox gets the run from right. 10-9. First is covered now with the Lennox runner. There's still 2 outs, though. Mound visit from Coach Budmeyer. And we'll return on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kalen's to anyone.
We're back on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. That one's hit towards the first base. Trying to tag the runner. And is ruled obstruction for safe. It almost looked like the ball hit her on the way there, but they'll call her safe. First and second occupied by the Orioles. They only trailed by one. Vermillion's got Coach Budmeyer going up to the official, trying to explain how the ball possibly hit the runner. Looked like the runner got tagged. Official does not agree. Okay, 2 outs for the Lennox. They trail by 1. They've got a runner on first and second. Vermillion just needs 1 more out to secure this game here. Batting is Lacey Eli. Wagner delivers the pitch. It's hit foul. A 1 count. First game of the day for Vermillion. They've got another one right after this. Wagner readies the pitch. Sends it on its way. Kind of a fly ball here. And Vermillion catches it to get the win here. What a first game here. They take down Lennox. Strong performance here for Vermillion. And we'll have Bridgewater Emery up here pretty soon. We'll return with our second Vermillion Tanagers game, but we'll have a quick break here.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. Like, I mean, I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with may come in 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You're just full of people who care.
And we are back in Vermillion, South Dakota. The Vermillion Tanagers softball team defeating the Lennox Orioles 10-9. What a stand there from Vermillion to secure the game. Vermillion taking on Bridgewater Emery immediately after that game. Pretty here soon. Bridgewater Emery coming down from the good old area of Bridgewater Emery. We're here with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame, postgame show. And we'll be back with a look around the state a little bit now that this game is about to be underway. And we'll return on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
And we're back with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. Some changes to Vermillion's lineup going into this game. We'll still have the same players. Dylan Wagner will take over at shortstop. Quinn Christensen's going to take over third base. And then Garrett Chapman will be pitching this game. Don't want to wear out Dylan Wagner's arm by, pitching back-to-back softball games. That would be way too much for one day. Bridgewater Emery's lineup will consist of Dye wearing number 2, McGregor wearing number 15, Center wearing number 7, Jutzik wearing number 9, Appletoft wearing number 5, Glover wearing number 23, Zor wearing number 24, Freeman wearing number 22, Glanzer wearing number 27, and Kaiser wearing number 16. Now, the thing is, Lennox 5-1 going into that game, 43 seed points. Vermillion, they only played 4 games, 1-3 going into the game, 37.25 seed points. They will be skyrocketed for seed points that way, and they might even be pretty close to a top 10 team if they secure both of these wins today. If they can pull off this Bridgewater Emery win as well. If we want to take a look at some other games that are coming up here for Bridgewater, Emery, and Vermillion, let's take a look and see the schedule implications here. But yeah, it's got to be, leaving you in a pretty good mood going into the second game. Winning 10-9 if you're Vermillion, really playing down the adversity in that stretch and just securing a win. That's got to give them some pretty strong momentum. They're all warmed up, ready to play Bridgewater Emery. Bridgewater Emery getting ready on their side of the field here. Bridgewater Emery also 1-3 going into this contest, so they actually have a similar record to Vermillion here. So they started their season. They lost to Hanson. They defeated Canton by 5. They lost to Alcester Hudson, lost to Freeman, Marion, Freeman Academy. I don't have a score for the Howard game. And it looks like they played Clark Willow Lake and Coleman Egan. So not too many games logged in. But they've had some strong performances. They don't really have any common opponents here. But they will also be playing in the Gava Vollen Softball Invitational on Saturday. And as long as we can have the Vollen Softball field set up for power, Vermillion will be broadcasted from Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. If not, those games will be played on the Vollen softball field, a smaller town of Vollen, South Dakota. We'll return with the finish and conclusion of our pregame show, brought to you by the Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company's broadcast brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, when we return on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
And we're back with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company pregame show. Vermillion, just fresh off of a win against Lennox not even 20 minutes ago. What a strong performance. They won 10-9 against a 5-1 Lennox team going into the match. That definitely gives Vermillion some confidence to continue on their season here, and they should be excited for what the future has to hold. They will be playing after this Bridgewater Emery game they're about to play here. They will be playing the Gable Vollen Softball Invitational on May 2nd against Yankton on May 4th. You guys can watch that one through our station through Yankton streaming on YouTube. They'll be playing Madison on the 7th of May, Wagner on the 11th, Gable Vollen on the 14th, West Central on the 18th, Del Rapids on the 19th, Dakota Valley on the 22nd, and then Sodex 16 is set for the 26th of May at the moment, and then the state softball the 4th and 5th of June. So this should be a very exciting match here. Vermillion could get their second win, regular season, varsity win of the day if they defeat Bridgewater Emery here. And we're getting ready here in Vermillion for the second one. A nice, breezy, chilly, cold day. It will frost tonight, which is a pretty late in the year for it to frost. Temperatures will probably dip below 30-plus degrees, leading to pretty icy conditions for the vegetation and wildlife here. So it's a very abnormally cold day in late April, but everyone's here is prepared for this. You know, it's not too hot, no sunburn, so these are some pluses of it being a cold softball game. You know, players for Vermillion definitely warmed up after they just played a game for the past couple hours here, and we got the second one in a row here in Vermillion, so it should be a grand old time. We'll be back with first pitch here on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube as everyone prepares for this game.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design-build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
And we're back in Vermillion, South Dakota. The end of our Vermillion Area Chamber and Development Company pregame show. Masaba scoreboard. 0-0 Vermillion versus Bridgewater Emery this time. We just had Vermillion versus Lennox ending in 10-9. What a performance there. Bridgewater Emery batting first. The change going out here. Christensen's going to play third base for Vermillion. Kara Chapman is going to be pitching in relief of Dylan Wagner, who is going to be shortstop for this game. That's the thing. You play two back-to-back games. You got to cycle in a couple different position changes. You got to move your roster around just a little bit. But these are some good athletes. You want to get some, diversified pitching out there. You want to be able to play multiple parts of the field. And Vermillion can definitely do so. Bridgewater Emery looking for their second win. And Vermillion now their third after that Lennox victory. So this is an exciting second half of the day for Vermillion. As you know, we start out this broadcast in the afternoon, and it's already dinner time for most people here in Vermillion. And then Vermillion is 2 days away from competing in the Gave Vollen softball tournament on Saturday. So lots of softball within 3 days. Great time of the year for softball. Love to see it. Vermillion boys baseball playing in Dakota Valley tonight. So big night for Vermillion ball play. Chapman readies the first pitch of the game. Up to bat first for the Huskies. It'll be Dye wearing number 2. Chapman readies the pitch, first one of this game. Attempt at a bunt is unsuccessful. It'll be a strike. 0-1 count. Chapman didn't get to pitch in last game, so she gets to show off her arm here. Another strike, 0-2 count. Maya Dye batting for the Huskies on the left side of the plate. Wearing number 2. That pitch from Chapman in the dirt, 1-2 count. Another pitch on the way. No swing at that, 2-2 count. Chapman delivers another pitch. That one a little low, 3-2 count. Full pressure, both the pitcher and the batter. Maya Dye readies for it. And she'll walk to first base. Up next to bat, McGregor wearing number 15. Batting on the left side of the plate, wearing number 15. Chapman delivers another pitch, swing at it, no contact. Dye thought about stealing second, but Vermillion is aware, and they keep it covered. Swing at that one, no contact. They're covering, making sure that second base doesn't get stolen. Great communication from Vermillion there. 0-2 count. McGregor up to bat. No swing at that one. It's a ball. 1-2 count. Another one on the way from Kara Chapman, and a strikeout. First out for Bridgewater. Emery of the game. Great delivery there from Kara Chapman. Gets her first strikeout of the day, even though it's the second game. She's taking over in pitcher for this one. We've got Center up, wearing number 7. She hits that one foul. 0-1 count, 1 out. Chapman readies another pitch. No swing at that one. It's a little far to the right. It'll be a ball. One count. 2-1 count after that pitch. Two. Swing, no contact. Kara looking for her second strikeout of this first inning. 3-2 count. Chapman delivers a pitch. And it's hit foul. Center's got to swing at some of these. Can't afford being struck out. But another ball gets her to first base, so she's got to be careful here. She'll walk there. First and second occupied by Bridgewater Emery. 1 out. Utzik, number 9. First pitch is a strike from Kara Chapman. What a delivery. And another one. Back-to-back strikes. That's what you want to see if you're Vermillion here. Trying to get that second out. Chapman delivers another pitch. It's a little low. 1-2 count. Another pitch from Chapman. That one's high, 2-2. Pitch from Chapman's out. Swing and a strike. 2 outs for Bridgewater Emery. They've got a runner on first and a runner on second. Both of them were walked. No hits so far. Appletoft, number 5, up to bat for Bridgewater Emery. No swing at that one. It'll be a ball, 1-0. Pitch from Chapman's out. It's in the dirt. Bridgewater Emery is going to make a break for third and second, respectively. They secure those. 2-0 on the count. 2 outs, though, so one more means Bridgewater Emery won't be batting. 3-0 count. One more is a walk. And to score for Bridgewater Emery to open the game. Kara Chapman is collecting it. Getting ready for this pitch. All she's got to do is get a strikeout. There we go. Good start. 3-1 count. And another walk. Loaded bases for Bridgewater Emery. Glover wearing number 23 up to bat for Bridgewater Emery. No swing there. 1-0 count. Another pitch from Kara Chapman is a strike. 1-1 count. Good delivery there. All she's got to do is get a strikeout, or Vermillion's got to field this ball well. Another swing at that one. Another strike. 1-2 count. Chapman just needs to deliver one more strike, and Vermillion can run away from the top of the first without giving up any runs. No swing at that one. A little bit of a dodge. 2-2. Chapman looking to let Vermillion go up to bat. Swing at that one, no contact. Vermillion doesn't allow a score on the top of the first. We'll resume with the bottom of this first on Vermillion Tanagers.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
We're back in Vermillion with the second half of the first inning. 0 runs allowed in the top of the first. Bridgewater Emery did get loaded bases, but Kara Chapman was able to close it out on the mound to prevent a Husky score. Now the Huskies and the Tanagers also will be playing in the Gayville-Vollen Classic on Saturday. Vermillion ready to bat here. Batting first, Allie Peterson hits that one. Looks like it'll land foul right of the fence. Bottom of the first here. Both teams scoreless. Vermillion just took over at the plate. That one hit left field. Grounder rolling all the way out there. Peterson looked at second, saw that the Huskies had it covered, so she'll just stay on first. Quinn Christensen back up to bat. 2 runs, 2 hits in that first game. Very strong performance there. We'll see how she can follow it up here against Bridgewater Emery. Another pitch on the way. It's grounder. Pitch in the dirt. Looks like Glover is the starting pitcher for the Huskies. That pitch also in the dirt. Allie Peterson goes out to steal second, and she does. The pitch does not get there in time. Christensen up to bat. No outs for Vermillion. Allie Peterson ready for the Glover pitch. No swing at it. True strike. 2-0, 2-1 count. Another pitch from Glover. Swing, no contact. Christensen just trying to figure out the look on the softball here. 2-2 count. Swing at that one, no contact. First out for Vermillion for the game. Up to bat, Dylan Wagner. Typically the starting pitcher will be playing shortstop this game. Batting on the right side of the plate, wearing number 12, Dylan Wagner. Ready for the pitch. No swing at it. It was low, good eye. 1-0 count. Ready for the second one. No swing at that one either. 2-0 count. Swings at that one. But no contact. 2-1 count. One out for Vermillion. They've got a runner on second. It's Allie Peterson. Dylan Wagner gets ready for it. No swing at that pitch either. 3-1 count. Pretty favorable position. And Dylan Wagner heats that deep center field, makes a run for first, and is daring to go for second. And she does, and Allie Peterson scores. What a play from Dylan Wagner to get the first Tanager run of this game. Lands herself on second. Allie Peterson's second run across 2 games. Izzy Richardson up to bat now for the Tanagers. Ball in the way. Dylan Wagner sliding for third, and she gets it. And now she's going to steal home. Dylan Wagner makes a strong play to not only steal third base, but steal home before the ball can get to her. Vermillion 2-0 now on the Mesaba scoreboard. Glover delivers the pitch. No swing. 2-0 count. Richardson hits that one, but it's foul. One out for Vermillion here. No swing at that pitch. It is a true strike, 2-2. That one's hit by Izzy Richardson, and it's caught by number 15 for Bridgewater, Emery. McGregor. Second out for Vermillion. They've got 2 runs here in the first inning. Up next to bat, Kara Chapman. No swing at that one. It'll be a ball, 1-0 count. Another pitch on the way. She hits that deep center field and easily makes it to first. Looks at second, but it was covered. Good play from Chapman. Good hit. Makes it to first base. Jenna Peterson up to bat now. Had a strong performance in that game against Lennox. Another pitch on the way. No swing at it. 1-0 count. Runner on first base, Kara Chapman. Chapman goes to steal second, and she does. And now mishandling of the pass. She'll go for third. She'll make a break for home. And Kara Chapman steals home plate. 3-0 your score here in Vermillion. And a mound visit, and we'll return on Vermillion Tanagers.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
We're back in Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. The Tanagers with 2 outs, but they have scored 3 runs so far here in the first inning. Kara Chapman, the latest to tally up a run. Jenna Peterson up to bat. 2-0 count. Very favorable position. Takes a hit at that one, makes a break for first base. And the ball just barely beats her there. And we'll go into the second inning here with a 3-run Tanager lead. We'll be back on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube.
It's funny how life is made up of moments. It's funny how life is made up of moments. Quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone. A moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
And we're back in Vermillion. The top of the second inning, Bridgewater, Emery going back up to bat. They weren't able to successfully get a run in the first inning, so we've got a 3-0 game. Batting now for the Huskies. Number 24, Zor. Takes a swing at that one, no contact. 2 quick strikes here, forced by Kara Chapman. Swing at that one. Quick strikeout. 3 strikes in a row for Chapman. Up next to bat, Freeman wearing number 22 for the Huskies. Batting on the left side of the plate. Chapman delivers. Chapman dropping the softball. Umpire calls a ball. Another pitch on the way from Chapman. Swing, no contact. 1-1 count. Another one on the way, a little low, 2-1. That pitch a little high. 3-1 count. One away from a walk. Bridgewater Emery did have 3 runners walked last inning, but they weren't able to score. There we go, another strike. Pitch was right on the money from Chapman. Swing at that one, strikeout. Chapman not shaken at all. 2 quick outs for the Tanagers. Up to bat now, Glanzer wearing number 27. Swing at that pitch. And a strike. Chapman finding the groove here in the second inning. Another pitch on the way. It's a little low. That'll be a ball. 1-1 count. Another one out, but it's a little low. No runners on the base for Bridgewater Emery. They've got 2 outs. That one on the money, 2-2. Garrett Chapman, 1 strike away from forcing 3 strikeouts in a row. 3-2 count. That one hit foul. If you're Glanzer, you kind of want to make sure you're not letting a strike happen, so you're probably going to swing at a couple, unless it's an obvious ball. You'd rather have a foul ball here. And a walk. Glanzer goes to first for Bridgewater Emery, the first Huskies player to make it to first base in this inning. 2 outs for Bridgewater Emery. Now the last in the lineup for Bridgewater Emery, Kaiser, wearing number 16. That pitch a little low. That'll be a ball, 1-0 count. Runner on first for Bridgewater Emery. Looking to get their first run of the game still. That pitch in the dirt, Glanzer goes out to steal second. And she does. .20 count for Kaiser here. Chapman readies the softball, delivers it. It's a little high. 3-0 count. And another walk. First and second now occupied by Bridgewater Emery. 2 outs for them, though. No runs. Now up to bat number 15, McGregor. 1-0 count. Two-0 count. Three-0. And there's a strike from Kara Chapman. 3-1 count. And that runner will walk for Bridgewater Emery. And all three bases are now loaded for the Huskies. Up to bat is center, wearing number 7. Vermillion just needs to get another out, and then they can secure the first two innings without allowing a score. First pitch is a ball delivered towards center. Two-0 count. That one a little high, 3-0. Chapman just trying to find the groove here in the second inning. Started off pretty strong, got a couple strikeouts. Just needs to get a third one. Well, the ball needs to get hit and really has got to field it. And another walk. Bridgewater Emery scores off of it. 3-1, the Huskies get their first run of the game. Another Kara Chapman pitch on the way. No swing at it. Strike down the middle. Two strikes. That ball was ruled foul. 1-2 count after that ball. Swing at that one. Strikeout will go to the bottom of the second. Vermillion will take over at the plate when we return on Vermillion Tanagers.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
And we're back in Vermillion, bottom of the second. The Tanagers lead the Huskies 3-1. First pitch thrown at Vermillion's a hit, but Bridgewater Emery diving catch. First out of Vermillion's turn this inning. Piper O'Connor will go back to the dugout. Madeline Eisenby is up to bat now for the Tanagers. Ice and Bice makes contact with the ball, but it is foul. Hits another one, but that'll go foul right of the fence. 0-2 count. 1 out for Vermillion. Madeline Ice and Bice at the plate. Takes a hit at it, and they rule it fair. She makes a beeline for second base, and she does. What a play from Ice and Bice. Give it just enough power to play within the foul line. Gives herself a runway for second base. Up next to bat, Chloe Bottleson for the Tanagers. That one hit center field. She makes a run for first, doesn't. Second out for Vermillion, Madeline Ice and Bice on the third base. We're through the batting order. Allie Peterson back up to bat for the Tanagers. Hits it right back at the pitcher. And the ball beats her to first base. We'll go to the third inning here in Vermillion when we return.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
If you're considering a new roof, you want to put your roof in the hands of Dave's Roofing. Dave's Roofing specializes in residential roofing and has over 10 years of experience. Dave's Roofing covers any job from a 60 to 80 mile radius of Sioux City and has a 10-man crew that completes most jobs in one day. Dave's Roofing will make sure the cleanup job is done right afterwards too. And the products installed are impact rated and eligible for homeowners insurance discounts. Look up Dave's Roofing on Facebook and check out the work that's been done and customer testimonials.
And we are back in Vermillion, the Tanagers versus the Huskies. Vermillion leads Bridgewater Emery 3-1 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Second game of the day for Vermillion. Chapman pitch, no swing at it. Was a little high, be a ball. 1-0 count. Number 5, Appletoft, up to bat for the Huskies. No swing at that one. Looks like it'll be a little high. 2-0 count. Now there's a strike for Chapman. Two, 1 count. That pitch a little high. 3-1 count. Chapman readies another pitch. Swing at it, and it's a strike. 3-2. Another one on the way from Chapman. Swing at it, and a strikeout. What a great performance there on the mound from Chapman. Shook the nerves of that second inning that ended in a couple of walks. Up next to bat, Glover, wearing number 23 for the Huskies. Swing at that one as a strike. 0-1 count. That pitch hits the ground, 1-1 count. One ball, 2 strikes. Good play there from Chapman. That one off. 2-2 count. And she'll go to first base. Glover on first now for Bridgewater Emery. 1 out for the Huskies. Looks like number 2 Dye is up to bat now. Actually, looks like Zor is up to bat. 1-0 count. Pitch in the dirt. Glover goes out and steals second. 2-0 count. Another pitch on the way is a ball. 3-0 count. That one hit foul. 3-1 count. Zor trying to get out there to first base. Chapman 2 strikes away from a strikeout. No strike at that one. She'll walk. Zor on first. Glover on second for the Huskies. Up next to bat number 22, Freeman. That one will be a ball. Another ball and away and a strike. 1-1 count. That pitch in the dirt, 2-1 count. Swing at that one, another strike, 2-2. First and second occupied by the Huskies. Bridgewater Emery trying to get bases loaded like they had in the first inning. Ball's fumbled. Glover runs the third. Zor to second. 3-2 count. Just one more strike. For a strikeout here, Chapman goes for it. Right in the battery box. There we go. What a play from Chapman. Prevents loaded bases, forces the second out of the inning for Bridgewater Emery. That one hit foul, a 1 count. Chapman trying to get her second strikeout in a row. That one hit right back to her, throws it to first. She does get the second out in the row, and then we'll go to the bottom of the third where Vermillion will take over. Stay with us.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you pics so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
And we are back in Vermillion, South Dakota. Quinn Christensen up to bat for the Tanagers here in the bottom of the third. The Tanagers take over at the plate. Pitch is on the way. She hits it far left, but it's foul. Coming off of a 2-hit, 2-run performance in the very last game that Vermillion just played, which was today, in the same broadcast you're watching here. Pitch is on the way from number 23, Glover. Off to the side. That'll be 1-1 count after that ball. Another pitch on the way from Glover. No contact from Christensen. 1-2 count. Foul ball. Vermillion trying to figure out this pitcher. That one a ball, 2-2 count. Solid performance so far from Glover here on the mound for Bridgewater Emery. Another pitch on the way, he's hit. Deep left field. Christensen rounding first, trying to go for second. Ball was jostled around a little bit, and she successfully makes it out there. Dylan Wagner back up to bat for Vermillion, playing shortstop this game, as she just started a pitcher for the very last game. No swing at that one. It'll be a ball. One-0 count. No swing at that one. Lands in the ground. And then third base doesn't handle the ball, and Christensen steals home. Vermillion scores a run, putting themselves up 4-1. 2-0 count. Wagner up to bat. Vermillion's got no runners on base. Christensen just scored. Wagner hits that one foul. Another pitch on the way from Glover. That one's a ground ball, or a pitch in the dirt. 3-1 count. Wagner's ready for it. Hits the ball. Flies up into left field. She'll round first base. Takes the sprint for second. And it was dropped as she got there. And she runs straight for third. What a play from Wagner. takes the risk with the ball being in the outfield and is rewarded with getting all the way to third base for the triple play. Third base was up a little bit. Coach Bud Meyer and the officials making sure that the base is positioned back correctly. Second base adjustment that we've had today. First time it was on first base. Strong run that Vermillion got from Christensen here. And then Wagner's now on third base, so they can make this a 2-run inning. Here in the bottom of the third, no outs for Vermillion. Batting now, Izzy Richardson. Had a very strong season playing basketball this season. Started for the girls team for varsity. Another pitch on the way from Glover. A little high, no swing from Richardson. One 0 count. That one's hit foul. 1-1 count. Another pitch on the way. He's in the dirt. No thoughts at hitting that one. Izzy Richardson spotted it correctly there. 2-1 count. Hits that one past the pitcher towards second base. Makes a run for first. Doesn't make it, but Dylan Wagner scores. 5-1. Vermillion leads Bridgewater Emery. One out for Vermillion now. And Kara Chapman, the starting pitcher for this game, goes up to bat. Dylan Wagner scores her second run of the game. And what a hit from Chapman, deep center field. She looks at second, but will stay on first. Jenna Peterson back up to bat for the Tanagers. Glover readies the pitch. Sends it on its way, but it manages to hit home plate there. 1-0 count. And Chapman able to steal second. Pitch wasn't delivered quite on where it should have been. And she takes advantage of it. Peterson at the plate with a 1-0 count. Doesn't take a swing at that one. Very smart decision. 2-0 count. Bottom of the third here. Vermillion's got a 4-run lead. They've got a runner on base. They only got the one out. Trying to extend that here. Strike on that pitch there. Another one on the way from Glover. Jenna Peterson has a deep left field. Not caught by the Huskies. Kara Chapman makes a run for home plate, and she makes it there, and she scores. 5-run lead for the Tanagers. Kara Chapman's second run of the game. Jenna Peterson makes it all the way out there to second base. Very strong hit there from Peterson. And now Piper O'Connor's up to bat. No swing at that one. It's a ball. Good eye. 1-0 count. That pitch a little low, 2-0 count. Connor up to the plate. Swings at that one. It was a little low. 2-1 count. Jenna Peterson goes out there, makes it to third base. 2-1 count here. That's what Piper O'Connor's working with. Another pitch on the way. Little low. Jenna Peterson diving gets the score for Vermillion. What a play for Peterson. Diving, outstretched hands, and makes it to first base. 2-2 count. Another pitch is on the way from Glover. No swing at that one. 3-2 count. Out of pitches here. We'll see what happens. O'Connor makes contact, but it's foul. Three-two count, only one out for Vermillion. They lead by 6 on the Masava scoreboard. No hit at that one. It's a walk. Piper O'Connor on first base. Vermillion's only got one out still. Back to bat, Madeline Eisenbeis. Left side of the plate, wearing number 29. Starting catcher for the Tanagers. Piper O'Connor goes out there, makes a run for second base. O'Connor keeping the Huskies humble. Feigns the threat of going for third base. 1-1 count here for Eisenbeis. She hits that one deep center field. No one can get to it from Bridgewater. Emery. Piper O'Connor makes her run for home. She gets there. Piper O'Connor with her first run of the day. (8-1) your score now. Claire Dreesen, the courtesy runner for Madeline Eisenbeis. Chloe Bottleson up to bat for Vermillion. Hits it foul. She's had quite a day, scoring a run in the game against Lennox right before this. Glover delivers the pitch. Bottleson looks for the bunt. 1-1. Base 1 occupied by Vermillion. They have one out. Bottleson, he's hit deep into right field. Dreesen runs past second, goes for third, and she'll make it all the way home. What a play from Claire Dreesen to put Vermillion up 8. Bottleson's strong hit, deep right field. Back up to bat, Allie Peterson. She hits that one center field past second base. Rounding third is Bottleson. And she makes it all the way home. 10-1 Vermillion. Bottleson's first run of the match. Up to bat now, Quinn Christensen. She's got a run in this game and had 2 in the Lennox one. She hits that one, fly ball past first base. Bridgewater Emery can't field it. And making it all the way to second is Allie Peterson. First and second now occupied by the Tanagers. Dylan Wagner up to bat. Glover's pitch is a ball. 1-0. Vermillion now with a 9-run lead. One 0 count. Two 0 count. Wagner ready for this pitch. Hits it deep center field. And it's not caught by Bridgewater Emery. Looks like Vermillion will have loaded bases. Allie Peterson making a break for home. And she gets there. What a hit from Wagner there. Christensen now on third base. Izzy Richardson back up to bat for the Tanagers. Christensen tried to make a play for home, and Wagner tries to go for third, but Bridgewater Emery deters that notion. 2-0 count here. Hit by the pitch. Izzy Richardson makes it loaded bases for Vermillion. They still have one out here. Kara Chapman up to bat for Vermillion. Another Glover pitch is on the way. No swing at it. It's a ball. One 0 count. Chapman hits that one center field. Bridgewater Emery not able to get to it. Christensen makes it home. Wagner goes for it and makes it there too. Christensen, Wagner scoring for their second and third times respectively. 13-1 lead here for Vermillion. Chapman made it all the way to second base here. Peterson up to bat now. That pitch in the dirt bounces off the home plate. 1-0 count. No swing at that one. Good eye from Peterson. 2-0 count. Two 1 count. Glover gets the strike there. Another pitch on the way. It's a little high, though. 3-1 count. One ball away from being walked. Peterson had a really strong hit earlier this inning. Takes a hit at that one. It'll be foul. 3-2 count. And it's a walk. Jenna Peterson gets to first base there. Good patience, good observation there. Piper O'Connor now for Vermillion at the bat. That pitch is a little off. 1-0 count. (13-1) lead. Vermillion is one out, a runner on first and a runner on second. That pitch is hit foul. 1-1 count. Another Glover pitch on the way. Another ball, 2-1. Connor makes contact with that one, but it is foul. 2-2 count. That one hit foul. Downwards trajectory. O'Connor hits it. 2-2 count still. That pitch is in the dirt. 3-2 count. One more is a walk for O'Connor. And she does walk. Vermillion scores. Izzy Richardson makes it home. Chapman on third. Peterson on second. O'Connor on first. Still one out for Vermillion. Loaded bases. Madeline Eisenbeis back up to bat. Glover pitches on the way, but it's a little low. 1-0 count. Stoppage to dust off home plate here. Eisenbeis hits a deep left field. Bridgewater Emery doesn't make a play on it. Chapman runs for home. Peterson runs for home. They both make it there. (16-1). Vermillion closes it out here in the third inning. What a performance to follow up their clutch win against Lennox, then to close the game out during the third inning. We'll return with our First Dakota National Bank postgame show, and we will talk with Coach Budmeyer of the softball team for the Vermillion Tanagers about all of the successes today and what might be coming up in this Gave Volleyball tournament. We'll return on Vermillion Tanagers.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. Like, I mean, I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with may come in 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You know, you're just full of people who care.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
We're back with the First Dakota National Bank post-game show here in Vermillion, South Dakota. The Tanagers defeating the Lennox Orioles and the Bridgewater Emery Huskies back-to-back games here. Very impressive days so far for Tanagers. 3-3 on the season now. That's got to feel good after being 1-3 for a while here. That first game, Claire Dreesen scored a run, Izzy Richardson a run, Quinn Christensen 2, Chloe Bottleson with 1, Dylan Wagner with a pair of runs, Allie Peterson with 1, Kara Chapman, and Jenna Peterson both with 1 run. In this second game here, with Bridgewater Emery being the opponent, Piper O'Connor scored 1, Claire Dreesen scored 1, Izzy Richardson scored 1, Quinn Christensen scored 2, Chloe Bottleson 1, Dylan Wagner with a triple crown, 3 of them, Allie Peterson with 2, Kara Chapman with also a triple play there with 3 runs, and then Jenna Peterson with 2. Dominant performance there against Bridgewater Emery, the Class B school. And then against the very strong Class A school, Vermillion squeaks out a win against Lennox. They've got to feel good about this, and they get to play plenty more baseball coming up this weekend in the Gayville-Vollen matchups. That tournament being formally called, let me pull up the name here for you guys. Hi there. The Gable Vaughn Softball Invitational that'll start on Saturday morning. We might be broadcasting that here from the Vermillion Tanagers YouTube channel, but we will have to see if there's an adequate power source for us to operate, because Vermillion will be taking the field in Vollen, one of the smaller fields that they will play in all season. Should be a great time. Always fun to have a tournament, especially when you get to go up against some opponents you normally wouldn't. And it is another great experience to be able to play a couple more softball games within just 3 days' time here. As much softball as they've played all season almost, if they make it far in that tournament. So it'll be a great ability for them to test their, being able to play different positions, switching different pitchers. It is always good practice to, play games up back-to-back against each other. They did have a decent break after that Tri-Valley game coming into this one, a 6-day break. So not too bad of a difference between these last two total outings. But Vermillion will definitely be excited to see what that softball invitation tournament has in store on Saturday. I'll be back with Coach Bud Meyer to talk about the two games here today when we return on the First Dakota National Bank postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
And we are back with the First Dakota National Bank post-game show. I'm here with Coach Louis Budmeyer of the Vermillion softball team. Coach, I got to ask the biggest question after a day like that. How does it feel to eke out 2 wins when you're only a few games into the season here.
Yeah, it feels really good. We needed this day and just to play games, like trying to get a rhythm and game rhythm when we're a month and a half into our season and we've only played 4 games. And then in the next 5 days, we're going to play 6 games. So it's exciting to get off to a good 2-0 start of this stretch. There's only so much you can do in practice. You got to learn, you got to experience things to learn. So just getting these young girls to play game after game after game, experience different things. We got a new experience today of starting super fast in a game. Letting off the reins a little bit on the defensive side of things, letting Lennox back into the game, but then still faced adversity and found a way to win a game. So feels really good. And the Bridgewater game, I'm excited for that Bridgewater Emery program. That's a first-year sanctioned sport. They got some really good young players out there. That shortstop made a heck of a catch early on in the game. Their pitcher was throwing strikes, so it's tough to build a program from the bottom up. But I'm excited for what they got coming in the future.
Yeah, I know, definitely adversity in the Lennox game. Bridgewater Emery was able to play pretty strong throughout those 3 innings there. You talked about building that big lead at the beginning. If they didn't, it might not have been a victory against Lennox. What was going right that was kind of leading to that big lead in the beginning of that Orioles game?
Yeah, to start, we were doing a really good job defensively early on of just kind of stopping them. Kind of the backbone of our program is defense. We want to be fundamentally sound. Unfortunately, we didn't capitalize on that side of the field today with that 6+ errors, but more so we found a way to win a game. But early on, our bats were cooking right away. We had putting really good swings on. We had some really good long at-bats early on in the game, and that's huge to get their pitchers' pitch count up. And when we saw good pitches, we pounced on it, and we're hitting line drives all across the field. We did a good job being aggressive on the base pass as well. That's a huge focus for us this year. I think we got a speedy team on the bases, so we might as well take advantage of and be aggressive on the base pass.
Yeah, and then closing out that game, you're in the final inning. If they manage to take the lead or tie, then you've got to go out there and play. Kind of how was Vermillion able to just kind of put their feet in the ground and stop Lennox from evening out that game in the very final inning?
Yeah, just got to find a way. That's kind of our mantra of our team. Our main mantra of the team is always to compete, and it's always just to find a way. Find a way. I always tell the girls there's 100 different ways to win a softball game. I didn't love the way the one looked today, but we found a way to win a game, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Against a really good Lennox team, DAC 12 rival. I was super impressed. Dylan had a heck of a game in the circle. I wish our defense would have helped her out a little better, but she pitched a heck of a game. That's a high-powered offense. Previously, of their two-run game against Beersford before that, they were in the double digits every single game. So for us to hold them as long as we did, and we helped them out from our errors as well. But Dylan did an incredible job. She was super aggressive early in the count. She was throwing strikes, and she was making them put the ball in play. And they did that. They capitalized on our errors throughout the game to get back in the game. So kudos to Lennox too, to take a punch from us early on, battle back to where they had the lead, taking the lead run on second base. It was only so far away, one hit away from taking the lead late in the game. But the best thing for a young team like we have here is to battle adversity and find a way to respond. So I was super proud of the girls. We created a lot of that adversity ourselves, but you still found a way to win a game, so I'm proud of them for that.
Yeah, and then you talked about it, Coach. You got 2 games today, and then on Saturday, the Gable Vollen Invitational Tournament. So I feel like this was a good warm-up for what Saturday might look like. Do you agree?
Yeah, for sure. Just to play games. It just feels good it's a beautiful night tonight. Couldn't ask for much more. Kind of cool temperatures. The breeze was pretty much 0 the whole time. Any day we get to play softball is a good day, so I'm plenty happy.
Well, that sounds great. Well, we might see you on Saturday, Coach. It all determines on whether or not I can find a place to plug in an outlet at the Vollen softball field. So maybe a backup generator might get involved.
I was going to say, we can pull out a generator.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on Saturday. Thanks, Coach, for stopping by.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That was Coach Louis Budmeyer of the Vermillion Tanagers softball team. 2 great wins today and a tournament on Saturday. So plenty of excitement here in Vermillion for some more softball. Those 2 postponed games early in the season kind of threw in a week stretch where they weren't really playing. A lot of practice, though. So we're excited to see what some more baseball has or some softball has to do this week for Vermillion. And, we'll call it a night here on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. I'm Parker Orr, closing out the First Dakota National Bank post-game show. Everyone have a great night.